Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
That gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does and his unquenchable thirst for goals.
Chance to shoot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother me.
Rafinha. Neymar. It's gone! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior does really well there, strong defending. That's been slipped through. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bruno Fernandes. Araujo chooses to go cross-field. Lovely feet. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. That is clearly overhit. Neymar. Marquinhos gently done. Neymar. Oh, good spread. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Danger averted for now. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Pedro Neto. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Moved on forwards. Marquinhos. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Aim forwards. And it's Mendes. He's through here. And here's... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal can try it again now. Up he goes! It's in! Portugal are level! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Marquinhos. Neymar. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nice touch. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Casemiro. Played towards the other side. He is onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Casemiro. And it's played forward. Neymar. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, sweet feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this? Ronaldo, that's an imaginative pass. Bruno Guimaraes shifted upfield. Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Rafinha played out towards the right wing. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bernardo Silva.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Vitinha. Rafinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rafinha. Might be danger here. And the shots! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. João Neves. Brazil out in front with an early advantage. Matheus Cunha. João Cancelo. João Cancelo played over towards the opposite flank. He can run onto that. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Pedro Neto. Proves too strong. Rafinha. Danilo. Pedro Neto producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Mendes. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedro Neto. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. And here's Neto. And here's Bernardo Silva. Could move up a gear here. Rafinha. Danilo looking to hit the byline here. Bullish header! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Matheus Cunha demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bruno Guimaraes is the guilty party there. Only partially clear. Inacio aim forwards. Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Matheus Cunha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Gonçalo Inacio. Played out to the right. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. That has found him in acres of space. Brilliantly cut out. Gonçalo Inacio. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bernardo Silva. This might... And the shot! Good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bruno Fernandes brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Moved on forwards. Gabriel. Casemiro. Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. João Neves. Araujo, gently done. Gonçalo Inacio. Looks to the other side. João Cancelo. Now he's off and running. Great ball if he can get there. Matheus Cunha, spread out to the left. Now it's his shooting! Oh, what a climb! 4 attempts, just the wrong outcome.
Mateus Cunha was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio forwards and with intent. Oh, delicate chip through. Gabriel cuts out the pass. João Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. And it's Cancelo. Well read, nice interception. Casemiro. Rafinha. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. And he goes cross-field. Danilo. That looks a good ball through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Played down the flank. Cross goes in there. Climbs up big! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
They should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Brazil grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Casemiro. And here's Vinicius Junior. João Neves defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's played forward. Neymar. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. That's tidy. And here's Neymar. Inacio did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he thumps it clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice physical challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Marquinhos. And it's Neymar. And here's Rafinha. Bruno Fernandes. Nice looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pedro Neto. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Neymar, over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Araujo. Vitinha. Inacio, forwards and with intent. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He is through here. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto shifted upfield. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Portugal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Casemiro. Marquinhos aim forwards. Araujo, gently done. And it's Cancelo. Oh, that's nice. Succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Inacio getting this one clear. Matheus Cunha. Araujo. Bernardo Silva chasing after it. That is lovely. And it's Cancelo. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he welcomes it in. Rafinha! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Brazil, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Vitinha goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Marquinhos. Danilo looks to the other side. Neymar. And here's Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Great position, great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Danilo is offering a right smile there.
Silva. Portugal keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Out to the right. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bruno Fernandes, he's onside! And that's a goal kick. He's onto it in a flash. Muscular approach does pay off here. Can he spark a counter here? Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Will be a throw-in. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's beautifully... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vitinha plays it short, and it's Mendes. Looking to break at pace. Thinks one through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that is us. Can he finish? Decent enough try. Rafinha goes short. Matheus Cunha. No chance for a shot! He has done it! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Brazil blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. João Neves. João Cancelo. And it's lofted through here. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Mendes. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Another chance from a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vitinha crosses it in. And it's going to be another one. And it's hoisted clear. Good play on the left-hand side here. Inacio. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he put himself into a great position.
I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Marquinhos, he's fizzed it forward. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Danilo wins the duel this time. Great work on the overlap. Danilo. Oh, smashing header! It goes to show he is human after all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Vitinha moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's got away. Bernardo Silva. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Can he get onto this? A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedro Neto. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Brazil are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Brazil 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And the second half gets underway. It's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, cracking ball. Great defending, strong and determined. And he cuts out the supply. Araujo has been caught there, it's a foul. Gonzalo Inacio. Played back in. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Do have a chance to counter here. Danilo. And it's been played through. Matheus Cunha. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Referee's given a throw. Cancelo. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Foot in. Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. Tries to dink it through. Bernardo Silva can get it clear. Rafinha with the short one. Plays it across. Cut it out.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Neymar gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. The counter is on for Portugal. That is a great pick out. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Up he goes! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gabriel forwards and with intent. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. João Cancelo. And it's Bernardo. Takes the shot! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. Rafinha. That is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. And that could set him on his way. He's got space in the area. Matheus Cunha. Gets the shot away! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Played towards the other side. Gonzalo Inacio. Aim forwards. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Neymar. Neymar played out to the left flank. Hit into the middle. That's an excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Portugal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Pedro Neto. Can he finish? Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. João Neves. Nice physical challenge. Vinicius Junior. He's away. Succumbs to the pressure. Portugal look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to brace yourself for what's coming. They don't want to get bullied, so I think they need to show their opponents that they're going to stand up to everything that's thrown at them.
Neymar given the lift of his goal. And the counter is on. Mendes, who's set up one goal so far. Bernardo Silva. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Gabriel gently done. That looks a cracking ball. He's found the way. Big chance! Now that was quite some save.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
They've played it short. In with the challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Neymar. Now it's Matches. Applies the finish! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
It's been taken short. And they've got rid. Bruno Fernandes spread out to the left. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. He's having a shot! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Vitinha plays it short. And a chance! Rafinha. Played with finesse. Back into the middle. Well, now here's a good battle, but decent chance! Well, they could break here. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. He can get that clear. It's run loose here. Vinicius Junior. Matheus Cunha. And he's managed to get free. Delivered across. Oh, what a climb! Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Araujo chooses to go cross-field. And it's played forward. And it's Mendes. Danilo forwards and with intent. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's played in here. Rafinha. That has been cut short. Vitinha. Portugal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Gabriel. Now then, the ball's come loose. Out to the left it goes. A chance to play it in. And that's played in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Mendes kicks it up now. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! Gabriel, who's gone direct here. Bruno Guimaraes. And back to the goalkeeper. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio played out towards the right wing. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Casemiro shifted upfield. Danilo. Rafinha. Vicious ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's good play. Can he deliver? That's a little... Shot goal! João Neves is there, and he can get that clear. Searching pass he's played there. And he's heaved it away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's got away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Matches Cunha! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Araujo gently done. Clearly not happy with that. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. João Cancelo does well to get it back. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's played forward, and it's Cancelo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar, oh, good spread. Nice control. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Inacio, head over towards the opposite flank. Bruno Guimaraes gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Danilo. And the shot! Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Over to the left, picks it up out wide, shapes to shoot! He scored! They're back within reach! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And now he has two. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. That'll be a throw-in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Danilo. Now the cross. Nice interception, well timed. João Neves. Moved on forwards. João Cancelo. And it's Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. Ball's gone out of play. João Cancelo, too strong for his opponent there. And he's there to get it away. Marquinhos. Neymar. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Bernardo Silva getting this one clear. And it's Neymar. And he has been fouled there. Cross-field, changing the point of attack. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Nuno Mendes. He is through here. That's going to go a long way. Danilo. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Casemiro. Marquinhos, aim forwards. Danilo looks to get on the end of this. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Showing good feet. Played in deep. Tries to get it clear. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bernardo Silva is fouled. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Shoots! It's in! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Danilo. Good ball, good take. And he's onside. Time to deliver.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Calmly anticipates.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. Mendes, now he's off and running. Bruno Mendes. Mendes has got himself a free kick. Gonçalo Inácio.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Rafinha, well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Out to the left it goes. Bruno Mendes. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. Very nicely done. They need to get it in quick.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior.
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Fighting looking ball that. And it's Cancelo. Lobbed in behind. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. I think we're just about done here. Neymar. It's been slipped through. Matheus Cunha. So who's he picking out? Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Brazil have been handed a game-changing chance. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And he's missed altogether.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Vitinha. Pedro Neto. It is now or never. Time is against them. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Lacking in accuracy. Bruno Guimaraes, Vinicius Junior, done delicately. That has found him in acres of space. Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Vitinha, playing towards the other side, and it's Cancelo. João Cancelo, delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Marquinhos. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Matheus Cunha. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And now the breakaway. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Pedro Neto. Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred. João Neves gets a foot in here. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. There won't be another chance after this one. Gets it away. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Pedro Neto. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rafinha looking for a run-up. He can run onto that. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. Bernardo Silva. And it's Cancelo. It's gone for a throw-in. Portugal have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva, gently. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Cristiano Ronaldo really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Vitinha, who's short. chance here. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Brazil can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Your reflections then?